Hey, how are you guys doing? Of course, give me a second to double check and make sure that I am live everywhere that I desire to be live. As you guys are coming on into the room, of course, say hi, hello, hey, all that awesome stuff so that I can see who is here joining me live. Of course, if you're catching me on the replay, type in hashtag replay, leave your questions, leave your comments, all that awesome stuff, and I will come back through and reply as quickly as I can. Those of you that are new to me, my name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who want to create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. I'm also a TV and radio show host, so we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. And so I think those are all my church announcements. That's what I call them. I call them my church announcements. So I think those are all my church announcements for this day. And so, you guys, I just wanted to hop on here quickly, of course, as we are winding down quarter one of 2021. Like, where I'm sitting here looking like, oh my goodness, where is the time going? It seemed like, of course, for a lot of us, 2020 was like 5 years rolled into one type of thing. And then now this year, 2020, to start us off, we are, it's flying by. And so I just wanted to hop on here and have a conversation with you guys. And this is the thing. And so I'm just going to dive on into it. So if you are new to me, welcome, welcome, welcome. This, I should have put the hashtag toe stepper, but I didn't. I forgot to do that. So I have warned you before I dive on into the conversation. And so, you guys, the conversations, hey, the conversations that I get to have with coaches is absolutely amazing. So last week I finished up a challenge. That challenge, we had almost 200 signups for that challenge. And so now this week, the next couple of weeks, I'm actually spending time having conversations with these ladies that were a part of the challenge. And so the conversations have been absolutely amazing. So the conversation started yesterday. Today's Tuesday, the time of this recording. So the conversations, I actually got to start working on those conversations with the ladies yesterday. And so this is the part where I'm always so, I'll use the word disheartening, just in the sense of, because I've been in the online space for this particular business for the past 5 years. Actually, April will make 5 years. And I've been an entrepreneur for the past 14 years. 14 years. Awesome. Yes. I love that. And so those of you, you already know, if you have access to if you sign up for the challenge, you have access until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, April the 2nd, just to go in there and consume that information. Someone literally today messaged me or spoke to me and let me know that she signed a client from the content for the challenge. And that was the purpose of that challenge, was to literally show you guys what you can do in a 5-day period. And so it doesn't have to take you 5, 6, 12, 5 years and all that stuff to create the type of business that you desire. But it does take doing some things, actually some of what we're going to talk about today. And so, like I said, I've been having conversations with these ladies. And the thing is, the ladies that are in my sphere, the ladies that are a part of my community, those of you that are connected with me, you are absolutely amazing coaches. You are amazing coaches. The issue that I see, and this is the part that saddens me, is some of the business stuff. So of course, you know what to do as that health coach, as that parenting coach, as that relationship coach, that type of thing. Like the skill set that you have as the coach, that's not the part. It's that whole business side to what it is that you're doing. And so for so many of you guys, the conversations that you're having with God, how do I know these are the conversations that you're having with God? Because I've had them, or maybe it's just me. Maybe I've been the only one that had these conversations with God. So the thing is, like I said, you're powerful at what it is that you do as a coach. You are absolutely amazing. But it's trying to get all of those business pieces to connect and to make sense so that you generate revenue at the level that you desire in your business. And that's where the frustration can come in. That's where the disappointment can come in. That's where you feeling like you want to give up, or you're questioning God, or you're even wondering, okay, did I even hear God correctly? Maybe I didn't hear him correctly and what it was that he told me to do with this day. And so I just want to have this conversation to kind of dispel some of that frustration and that anxiety and all that stuff, that you may be experiencing as a coach. Well, I'm glad I am not the only one that has had that experience, that have had these conversations with God. And like I said, questioning myself, questioning my ability, questioning, what it is that I'm thinking that I may be hearing from him or not. I don't know, that type of thing. And so I'm here to tell you that, for a lot of you guys, it's literally just making a few small tweaks to some of the things that you're doing that will literally open up the floodgates to what's going on in your business. And so, like I said, and this was just really solidified for me as I'm having these conversations with the ladies, because part of what they got for the challenge, those that chose to actually do this, was to schedule a call with me. And so one of the young ladies that I was speaking with, she was like, okay, when I saw that as part of the challenge, I'm like, wait a minute, is that, hold on, let me go ahead and get in here. And if I can't have this call, Bev, let me know whether or not I can have this call or not. And I'm like, as long as they were signed up for the challenge, it was an open invitation. And so I was saying to her, I said, and I know there'll be some people that don't do it. And once again, that breaks my heart. But my thing is, and it's just like you, as a coach, you guys, some of us, we are literally trying to drag people across the finish line. Like, you want it more than they do. And for a lot of you guys, once again, you can extend the offer to them. You can let them know how you can serve them. But some of you guys, like I said, you're literally begging and pleading and all of that stuff, trying to convince them. Like, in your mind, you're trying to convince them. Or for some of you guys, you're like, okay, if they just work for me, if I just give them an attention and they just get a taste of me, then they'll see. Like, no, that's not how it should work. That's not how it works. I'm telling you, for some of them, like I said, I'm looking and I'm like, well, God, all I can do is extend the invitation to them to schedule the call with me. And everyone will tell you, those that have been on call, I haven't tried to sell anything. I told you the purpose and the intention of that call was to talk about one challenge, because I can't do it so much in 30 minutes, one challenge that you're having in your business, and then a solution to that challenge, period. That's all that I've been doing. And so once again, I clearly said that when we ended the challenge. I clearly said that in the email that went out, type of thing. And so the young lady that I was talking to, one of the young ladies that I was talking to today, she was like, I just pray everyone takes you up. And I was like, hey, look, all I can do is extend it. And like I said, for some of you guys, it's that same thing. All you can do is put that offer out there, let people know how you can support them. So whether or not it's coaching clients, whether or not it's consulting, whether or not it's a speaking engagement, whatever it is that you desire to do, all you can do is make that extension, extend that offer to them, and then see what it is that they do. But as you made that extension, as you've done what you feel like you can do, then your thing is you shift your focus to the next person, and you have that conversation with the next person, and you extend that offer to the next person, that type of thing. And then you go on to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, that type of thing. And so once again, because I know, like I said, literally I've had them open, going to their social media pages. Hey, you might want to think about this, and this, that type of thing. And so, you guys, I want you to these are some of the tweaks that I need some of you guys to make, some tweaks in your thinking, some tweaks in what you're doing, some tweaks in how you're showing up in your business, type of thing. So one of those tweaks, of course, you guys, I'm always talking about your mindset. I'm always talking about your mindset. I'm always talking about your mindset, because this is so important. Yes, yes, yes. I saw you on my calendar. Yes, yes, and yes. And so, you guys, these are some of the things that I'm always talking to you guys about, even with what I just touched upon a little bit earlier, where I said some of you guys want to beg and plead people to work with you. So I had 2 instances within the past 24 hours. I can show you screenshots if you need me to, of 2 clients that have decided to, what I call, level up in their business. And part of that leveling up is how they're showing up. Part of that leveling up is even in their pricing. And so both of them, when they decided to do that, they met with some resistance from other people. And I tell you guys that all the time. The moment that you raise your prices, the moment that you decide, you know what, I'm going to boldly proclaim what it is that God has for me and me and my business. I'm going to walk into everything that God has shown me with my business. The moment you do that, you best believe that there's going to be some resistance that's going to come along. So either resistance from yourself or resistance from other people. And that was exactly what they experienced. And both of them had a moment where they were like, okay, well, maybe I should take this person on as a client. Maybe I should lower my prices, so on and so forth. And I told both of them, no, you're not. You're not going to do that. Not on my watch. Because once again, those people, you guys, you're going to always have people. I don't care if you sell something for $1. You will have people that will ask you, can you get it for 50 cents? Can I have it for 50 cents? And the question is, Are you going to compromise yourself and say, you know what? Well, maybe I should just go ahead and sell it, give it to him for 50 cents. So that way I can at least say that I have a sale. You may be able to say that, yes, you had a sale, but you've compromised and you've gotten yourself out of alignment. Is that fair to you? Are you going to be happy being able to service that person at that price point at the level that I know that you're going to service them at? Because I know the people that are in my community and I know how they pour their heart and their soul into what it is that they do. And so the thing is, are you going to be happy in that exchange? So they may be happy in that exchange because they were able to get what they wanted in a way that wasn't, I'll say, appropriate. To me, I always call it disrespectful. I think it's very disrespectful if I present something to you as a service at a particular price point, and then you come back and say to me, well, hey, can you do it for the 300? Can you do it for the 100? Can you do it for $50 and it's $1,000? I think that is extremely disrespectful, because the reason why I think it's disrespectful is because they pick and choose. They don't go to their doctor's office, and when it's time for them to make the copay, pay the leave, say, okay, well, hey, I'm only going to give you $5. Do that if you want to. So you see what I'm saying? So that's where I feel the disrespect comes in. That may just be me, but I find that very disrespectful. If you cannot honor me at the price point that I'm saying, that's fine. If you say that, oh, okay, I don't have it, or I don't see the value in that, that's a completely different story. But for you to come and try to say that you feel like it's this right here, or it should be this, that's a different story. That type of thing. So that's what you want to keep in mind. Like I said, that was their experience. And so I had to have a conversation with both of them, and then both are like, okay, cool, you talked me off the ledge. That type of thing. So like I said, first, that tweak is going to be in your mindset. And so really and truly standing boldly in what it is that you bring to the table, how you bring it to the table, what it is that you do and how you do it, that type of thing. Like, you want to be bold and confident in that, because once again, you know what it is, and you want to ensure that you're able to convey that thing to them. So whatever your service is as a coach, or your consulting, whatever it may be, you want to make sure that you are confident in conveying that to other people. Once again, not about trying to convince them that to work with you. It's about letting them know, hey, this is how I can serve you. These are the types of results that I can support you in achieving. That type of thing. Like, that's the confidence that you want to walk into that thing with. That's what you want to do. So like I said, first is going to take a tweak in your mindset. And then, like I said, being confident, boldly proclaiming what it is. I tell you to go back to the word, have your foundational scriptures, stand on those foundational scriptures, because they can't look. You can't argue with the word. It tells you clearly in the word, this is what God says. So are you going to argue with God? No. So like I said, that's the first thing that you want to tweak. I'm telling you guys, making a few small tweaks. For some of you guys, so like I said, mindset. The next thing I always talk about, look at your offer, look at what you're putting in there, look at that price point. Is the price point in alignment with what you are trying to do as far as your revenue goal? Is it in alignment with the type of results that your people are going to get? That type of thing. Look at your pricing, look at your offer. If it's not in alignment, we need to tweak that. I say this all the time. For a lot of you guys, it's not a matter of adding more stuff to what it is that you do. It's a matter of being able to position that thing. You want to be able to position that thing. I love it. So I spoke to a parent today who told me my service is greatly needed because strong-willed children are in need. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And so it's not necessarily a matter of adding more stuff to what you're offering so that you can have or try to justify a price point of $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, whatever the price point is. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of you being able to position that offer next to the challenges that your people are facing. So when they look at that offer compared to their challenges, once again, you should be able to show them the gap between where they are and where they desire to be, where they are, and your offer will show them what they need to do to be where they desire to be. Like, you need to be able to talk to them about the gap and what you can do and how you can support them in closing that gap. That's what your offer is all about. It should be able to help them to get whatever it is that they desire, that type of thing. So do you know how to position your offer in such a way? When you know how to position your offer, it makes a huge difference. You are literally able to sell it for triple or double the amount when you weren't able to sell it before. So once again, look at how you're positioning that offer. It's not necessarily you adding more stuff to it. It's more than likely about how you are positioning that offer and talking about that offer, especially compared to what the challenges are that your people are facing and enduring. That's the second part. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for my just transcribing. I love it, I love it, I love it. You guys, that third thing. Once again, look at how you're leveraging whatever it is that you're using to promote the service. So if you're leveraging your social media pages, and I'm telling you, it every time I'll ask someone, okay, how do you describe who it is that you serve? You know, what type of results do you help your people get? And then I'm like, okay, where are you most active? Are you most active on Instagram, LinkedIn? Where are you most active when it comes to your social media? And so, you know what I do? I open up the social media page while we're having that conversation and we look at your social media page because I should be able to see what it is that you just described to me, who you serve and the results you help people get. I should be able to see that on that social media page that you just told me that you're the most active on. And 10 times out of 10, not even 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, once we get over to that page and I start scrolling, like their face is just like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm not as clear as what I thought I was. But sometimes it literally takes another set of eyes to look at what it is that you were doing. It can literally take another set of eyes because you're so close to it. You're so married to what you do as a coach that you may need another set of eyes on there to point out a few things for you to tweak. And that's literally what I do. We look at your social media pages. I provide you with some strategies. I supply you with some tips. Hey, have you thought about this? What about this? If you do it like this, how do you think people are going to respond? That type of thing. It makes a huge difference. When I tell you light bulbs go off left and right, but you need to be able to be asked specific questions and get you to think about things in a specific way. And then when you see it, you're like, well, whoa, I never thought about that. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. That type of thing. That type of thing. So once again, looking at your social media pages, some of you guys need to make some tweaks. I show my clients how to optimize their bio and their banners and all that stuff like that. That will literally bring in an additional 1 to 2 leads. 3 to 5 leads a month. So just imagine if you're bringing in 3 to 5 leads just by leveraging your social media pages, your banner, your bio, that type of thing. Imagine that. I love it. I love it. I went live on my biz page on Facebook and Instagram and did an Instagram reel last night. Also had 1,000 plays. Thank you. That thing. Get out there. Get out there. Look at what's going on with your social media pages. Leverage those social media pages. You're on it anyway. Leverage it to also have a conversation with who it is that you serve and watch what happens. Leverage that thing. So like I said, for some of you guys, once again, a few small tweaks on your social media pages to be able to bring in additional leads additional leads for your business. Just imagine making a few small tweaks on your social media page. The next thing, so once again, so like I said, social media, that goes for your email, if you blog, any of that stuff like that. The next thing when it comes to you tweaking something, and this is going to be the final thing, I think this is number 4 thing. The 4th thing you want to look at and tweak is how you are utilizing Messenger. How are you utilizing Messenger? So many of you guys, and this is part of the challenge that I did last week, part of the conversation that I had with my 10K intensive people that we met on Monday. And when I showed them just a couple of scripts, once again, their eyes were like, whoa, no one has ever shown us how to have a conversation in Messenger. So for a lot of you guys, your issue is you're using the experiences that that you've seen with people where they send you a friend request and then the next thing they're doing is hopping in your inbox and asking you to buy something. That is not how you utilize Messenger. And so the really cool part, one of my clients was like, oh my gosh, being able to use your script and just take what you give us and tweak it, that makes a huge difference. And she literally said, now I don't have to start from scratch. And you don't. You do not have to start from scratch. You guys, why reinvent the wheel? People are already doing this. People are already doing it successfully. So if you're not being successful when it comes to utilizing your social media, well, Bev, how do I know if I'm successfully utilizing my social media or my email list or my blog, that type of thing, if you're not hitting your revenue goal? If you have a call to action and people are not responding to your call to action on your social media pages? Like, that's how you know, like, don't complicate it or don't overcomplicate it, that type of thing. So that's how you know The same thing in Messenger. If you're not utilizing Messenger, I'm telling you, you are literally leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. So being able to make a few small tweaks to utilizing Messenger. So there's conversations that you can have with people that send you a friend request, conversations that you can have with people that join your Facebook group, conversations with people that respond to certain types of posts that you have on your page. There are different little conversations that you can have with these people. Are you utilizing Messenger to have those conversations? Literally a few small tweaks to help you do that. So for some of you guys, like I said, when I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, if they would just say, Bev, I need support, I can literally open up a whole new world for you and showing you how to utilize those things. And it does not have to be hard. Now, does it take you being consistent? Yes. It does take you being consistent. Does it take you showing up? Yes. It's going to take those things. You guys, you can, once again, if it didn't take me being consistent, it didn't take me showing up, everybody would be doing this, right? Right. I'm just saying. Just saying. The sprint starts the April sales sprint. So we have our initial kickoff call tomorrow. So it's like a little preliminary call for my sprint, because what I'm going to literally do, these tweaks that I'm talking about, we are literally going to do these tweaks together starting tomorrow. So we're going to look at their offer. We're going to look at their price point. We're going to talk about what they're going to do as far as mapping out what they're going to talk about for the month of April. We're doing all of that. We're going to kick it off tomorrow, which is March the 31st. So they had their kickoff call. And then we start 30 days, all 30 days of April. All 30 days of April. And so I know your situation. And so the thing is exactly what you're doing. You come in, you get the nuggets. Once again, prayerfully, you signed up for the challenge last week, the challenge that we had last week, and you're going through that content now. My thing is, start with where you are. Start with where you are. Yes, and yes. Start with where you are. That type of thing. And so, you guys, I'm telling you, these are the tweaks that my clients are making, and it makes such a huge difference. And so it's amazing because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And so for a lot of us, we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and we're not getting the level of results, and it's frustrating us. And I don't want you guys to be frustrated. I don't. But I'm telling you, making a couple of small tweaks with how you show up, making a couple of small tweaks with your offer and how you have it priced, it will make a world of difference in your coaching business. And like I said, I saw it yesterday when I was talking to some of the young ladies that were a part of my challenge, and they took me up on the call. I had conversations with them today as well, that type of thing. And so, you guys, I'm telling you, it's just some small things, but when you make those small tweaks, it's going to make a world of difference. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this earlier? Why didn't I do this sooner? That type of thing. But you guys, I'm telling you, once you walk into it and you have it, like you have the information for life, like it doesn't go away type of thing. Like these are things that you can do over and over and over again. And what I talk to my clients about in these organic strategies, I always say, start with the audience that you have. Like I'm such a fan of starting with the audience that you have until you get consistent, like $20,000 months. And then that's where you want to put some fuel behind it as far as running Facebook ads or SEO and all of that stuff like that type of thing. Like that's on a completely different level. Then you can kind of accelerate your results, that type of thing. Oh, so yeah, this right here, my sprint is for those people that have a particular revenue. Like they have to be generating a certain amount of revenue in a month. So we're at least 5,000 a month. And then literally what we're going to do during that sales sprint for the month of April. And so what they're going to do during that sales sprint, they have to set a revenue goal of at least $10,000. And that's what we're going to be focused on together every single day, 30 days in the month of April, shooting toward that goal. That's what we're going to do. So that is my April sales sprint. My sales sprints used to be a part of my mastermind. That was the first 30 days of my mastermind. That's how I got them to get the momentum. So when you bring in, when you bring in that type of revenue like that, the first 30 days of a program, it shifts your thinking completely. So that's why that's the way that I start off my mastermind. But I decided to pull that from my mastermind and work on this with a small group of coaches and have them go through that sprint. So like I said, I've literally, the highest someone has done in a sprint with me has been $62,000. So yeah, it's a powerful thing. But once again, on that one, you have to be generating at least $5,000 a month to be able to then shoot you beyond to a level like that. And so, you guys, I'm telling you, like I said, think about where you may need to make those small tweaks, whether or not it's your mindset, whether or not it's your offer and your pricing, whether or not it's how you're showing up. So whether or not it's you showing up on social media, your email list, your blog, however you're showing up. And then that fourth thing, how are you utilizing Messenger? So you certainly want to make sure that you are utilizing Messenger and those few small tweaks that you can use. So Carissa, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it again. I haven't decided. Like I said, this was something that I wanted to pull from my mastermind, just to get people who were not a part of my mastermind to allow them to experience that level of cash flow type of thing. So I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to do it. So the investment for the sprint is $2,000. The investment for the sprint is $2,000. And so, like I said, it's a small group of coaches that I'm taking through that. And once again, literally, we're together for 30 days. So like I said, we kick it off tomorrow. And then for 30 days in the month of April, they'll have daily check-ins, and then we'll have live check-ins once a week. So they're going to have daily check-ins in our private Facebook group, things that they have to respond to. So when I tell you, like, one of the highest level of accountability is with that sprint, because they have something that they're going to do daily in the group. And so once again, that's why, like, literally, if you want to generate $62,000 in a month, you have to do things a little bit different than what you're used to doing. And so that's why the sales sprints are so successful. But like I said, it is 30 days of focused effort, focused energy type of thing, over a 30-day period. So that type of thing. And so you guys, like I said, decide where do you need to make those tweaks. Once again, is it in your mindset? Is it with your offer and your pricing? Is it how you're showing up with social media, your email list, so on and so forth? Or is it tweaks that you need to make with conversations that you're having in Messenger? So if you're like, Bev, I'm not having conversations in Messenger, that's one thing you need to work on, because once again, it's a powerful medium. You can literally close $10,000 sales in Messenger without ever getting on a call with them. Now, usually those people, let me back that up a little bit. Usually if you're doing like a $10,000 sale, it's usually with someone that you have worked with before. And so you don't have to hop on a call with them. You're just going to ask them a series of questions, like that type of thing. So I'm telling you, it's definitely a powerful tool to use and leverage when you know how to leverage it correctly. Okay. And so you guys, like I said, you know me, my goal is to keep these lives at less than 30 minutes. And here we go at 27 minutes. So of course, you guys, if you have specific questions for me, let me know. Let me know if you have specific questions for me. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you have specifically for me and what's going on with your business. You guys, I pray once again, those tweaks. If you're tired of trying to figure this thing out by yourself, let's at least have a conversation to see how I may be able to support you. We are getting ready to move into a new quarter. You can't do anything about quarter one. Well, you can kill it actually tomorrow. We got one more day left in quarter one. But you guys, I'm telling you, what is quarter two, quarter three, quarter four going to look like for 2021? Let's see what tweaks we may need to make in order for it to get into alignment with what it is that you're desiring, especially when it comes to creating more income and more impact in your coaching business. So you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, you guys, and I will see you on the other side of this live. Take care, take care, take care.